works of wickedness. 7 times we'll chant the sound of truth and righteousness. You can laugh at us in your towers of concrete and of stone, but you are not a king, my friend. You're sitting on a borrowed throne. We don't come with guns now, and we don't come with no swords. We only come with the rhythm of the ever-living Lord. And you're gonna hear the trumpet sound, a mighty, mighty blast, a spiritual vibration that is truly built to last. You're gonna hear the trumpet sound and you feel the ground all shake, for goodness and for mercy and for creation's holy sake. The walls of Jericho, they were so very high and strong. They thought that their own wickedness could go on for so long. But the children of the chosen, they knew just what to do. The likes of me, my brother, and the likes of you, they didn't have no cannon, they didn't have no bomb, just a faith in the Almighty in a spiritual aplomb. So we will be like Joshua and we will be so brave. From the wicked, evil slavery, our children we will save. Our music is a weapon, our harmony is a shield. The secrets of the universe that in our hearts we will. So let the horns all blow now. Let the people start to sing the praises of our King, the praises of our King. And you're gonna hear the trumpet sound, a mighty, mighty blast, a spiritual vibration that is truly built to last. You're gonna hear the trumpet sound and you feel the ground all shake, for goodness and for mercy and for creation's holy sake. Cause no wall can stand forever that is built upon a lie. Beneath the ever-watchful and the ever-present sky. And when the people come together with the single holy aim, the whole of Babylon will tremble when the hearers call your name. Let the trumpet sound and the walls come tumbling down. Yeah, a joyful sound.
The sun rising, and I've seen it go down in this lonely, holy, righteous, and this wicked, wicked town. I felt the pain of sorrow, and I felt the joy so sweet, and the rhythm of the struggle in my tired and weary feet. But now the day is over, and the evening's drawing near, and I have no more fear, no, I have no more foolish fear. Cause the circle of life is a turning, turning wheel, a righteous holy mystery that the Spirit can reveal. The circle of life, it has no end and it has no start, just the beating of the one and everlasting holy heart. Oh, I've seen the little baby in his mother's loving arms, protected from the wickedness and from the world's alarms. And I have seen the old man with the silver in his hair, sitting in his rocking chair without a single care. They are just the different pictures of the very same old page. An actor on a stage, an actor on a worldly stage. So my body's just a vessel, a house made of clay, that is only here for a moment, for a single passing day. And it will return to the earth now, just like the good book said, to join the congregation of the long and the holy day. But my spirit is a fire, a bright and a burning flame, that will always, always, always call upon Jah's holy name. for my spirit in the coming of the dawn. 'Cause life is everlasting and love can never die. Beneath the ever-watchful and the ever-present sky, the circle of life has no end, my friend. From the Father to the Son, the work is never done. Ooh, the circle of life. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, yeah. Whoa. I'm walking in the sunshine for the first time in so long. Back inside the rhythm where I truly do belong. The air has never tasted, oh, so very sweet. Away from the concrete, away from the concrete. I've paid my debt to Caesar for a sad and a wicked crime, and I've lost a piece of my own and very precious time. But never again will I be a fool for them to see. Never again will they take my liberty. Never again will I walk into their wicked evil trap and disappear right off the map. Disappear right off the map. Yeah, I've learned my lesson now, and I've learned it very well. Inside that living hell, inside that living hell, you cannot trust the smiling face, you cannot trust the word of every single solitary bird that you have heard. You have to know your brethren, the ones who are so true, and not the ones who sell you out for something bright and new. Oh, so I'll walk the chalk line now with a steady, steady pace in this human race, in this human race. I'll keep my circle small and I will keep my reasoning clean. The most righteous kind of living that a man has ever seen. 'Cause freedom is a treasure that is more than precious gold. A story that will never, ever, ever grow old. Oh yes, but never again will I be a fool for them to see. Never again will they take my liberty. Never again will I walk into their wicked evil trap and disappear right off the map. Disappear right off the map. Yeah, so listen to me, youth man, and listen to me well. Don't you listen to the stories that the wicked love to tell. Just guard your own two footsteps and guard your own two hands in these most peculiar and these ever-shifting sands. Oh, never again. No, never again. Oh, never again. Yeah, I'll never go back on that concrete track of free man. Is who I am. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Hey. Another morning rises, another line of chalk upon the cold stone wall, a silent lonely wall. These four walls are my counting the days until my sentence has been done. A prisoner of Babylon, away from the warm sun. They tell me I'm a criminal, a danger to the land. For a little bit of holy herb I held right in my hand. They took away my freedom with their wicked evil law, the biggest act of cruelty that a man has ever saw. They want to break my spirit and they want to make me bend, but my faith in Jah Rastafari will be with me till the end. So I close my eyes and I can see the hills so green and white, and the cool and gentle flowing of the ever-present tide. I close my eyes and I can hear the Naya Bingy drum, a promise of the kingdom that will surely, surely come. So they can lock my body, but they'll never ever find the key to the holy prison of my own and righteous mind. Oh, no. And I'm just counting the days upon my wall so high, beneath a concrete ceiling that pretends to be a sky. Just counting the days until my sentence has been done. A prisoner of Babylon, away from the warm sun. This cage is just a test now, a trial and a sacred sign, to separate the wicked from the holy and divine. And every single day I'm in here, my spirit grows so strong, right here in this belly of the beast, where I truly do belong. Yeah. Counting the days, but my spirit's ever free. They can't hold I know. Counting the days till I see the sun. I remember as a youth man, the hills were green and lush, just the sound of the river in a deep and a holy hush. The air was clean and sweet then, the water cool and clear, and we had no kind of worry, and we had no kind of fear. But the men from the big city, they came here with a plan to desecrate the sacred word of the Almighty's hand. And this is the price of progress, a wound that will not heal, a poison in the water that is all too real. The price of progress, a debt we all must pay. At the closing of the day, at the closing of the day, they bring their big machines now, a monster made of steel. They do not care a single bit for how the people feel. They chop down all the ancient trees, they scar the mountainside. They've got nowhere left to run to and nowhere left to hide. They're building a hotel now for the rich man and his game, and our children's children's children will have to bear the shame. Oh, the river's running dirty now, the fish have gone away, and the birds that used to sing their song have nothing left to say. Yeah, they say that this is future, they say this is the way to make a better life for us, a brighter brand new day. Yeah, but the progress is a cancer and the future is a lie. Yeah, beneath the ever watchful and the ever present sky, and this your wickedness has finally been told. And Mother Earth is patient, but her anger's rising slow, and she will reap the bitter seeds the wicked people sow. The price of progress, yeah, a heavy price to pay. What will we do on that judgment day? The price of progress, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. The sky is turning dark now, and the wind begins to moan. Oh, and every single wicked man is sitting on his throne. They're counting up their money, and they're drinking their champagne, and they do not feel the sorrow, and they do not feel the pain. They think their time is endless, they think they'll never fall, but they cannot hear the writing that is written on the wall. Whoa. But the trumpet's gonna sound on that great and final day, and all your wicked treasures will just melt and flow away. Yes, the trumpet's gonna sound, and you will have nowhere to run beneath the righteous gaze of the Almighty's rising sun. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. The politician man will stand with his head hanging in shame, with no one left to listen when he starts to call their name. The big man from the courthouse with his wig and with his gown, the king of all the wickedness in this corrupted town. And the preacher man who promised you a heaven for a fee, for all the world to see, my friend, for all the world to see. Yeah, the book of life is open now for every single soul. Yeah, the story that was written, that the future has been told. Yeah, and every secret action and every single lie, yeah, is clear as crystal now beneath Jah's ever watching eye. Yeah, there will be no fancy lawyer there to argue or to plead, just the harvest of your own and wicked evil seed. 'Cause the trumpet's gonna sound on that great and final day, and all your wicked treasures will just melt and flow away. Yes, the trumpet's gonna sound, and you will have nowhere to run beneath the righteous gaze of the Almighty's rising sun. Oh, oh yeah, 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 yeah. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. So don't you be a fool, my friend, and don't you be a clown. Don't you be a part of this wicked, wicked town. Just live your life in righteousness and live your life in truth. A lesson for the old man and a lesson for the youth, yeah. Judgment day is coming. No, no more running, no. The trumpet's gonna sound. Judgment on this holy ground. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. No more running, no. The trumpet's gonna sound, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. One of them was over more. For too long I've been a stranger in this cold and wicked place. Just a number without a name, a man without a face. I'm living here in exile, so far away from home, with a weary, weary spirit and a weary, weary bone. But I see a vision coming in the fire of the dawn, the place where I belong, my friend, the place where I was born, and I dream of Zion. to hide. I dream of Zion, and I know I'm going soon. Beneath the silver gaze of a righteous African moon. Yeah, I'm tired of the concrete and the dirty city rain. I'm tired of the struggle and the bitterness and pain. My heart is in the homeland, my spirit's in the east, preparing for the journey and the sacramental feast. I can hear the elders calling, I can hear them call my name, to light the holy fire, to light the holy flame. So Babylon, I'm leaving you behind, for a special kind of comfort and a special peace of mind. You can keep your paper money and your towers made of steel, 'cause I'm going to a place that is so beautiful and real. I'm going home to Mother Africa, the land of the Most High, beneath the ever-watchful and the ever-present sky. And I dream of Zion, with its hills so green and white, where the Lion of Judah's children have nowhere left to hide. I dream of Zion, and I know I'm going soon, beneath the silver gaze of a righteous African moon. So we have to teach the children of the land from which we came, and we have to teach them how to call upon their own and ancient name. This is not a fantasy, it is our destiny to be free. My little brother, yes, to be completely free. Yeah. Dreaming of Zion, going home, yeah, to Ethiopia. Repatriation is a must in Jah we trust. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, na 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 na. Oh yeah, na 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 na. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can hear a wailing, a cry so deep and loud, a sad and a nation and a most forgotten song. Yeah, it's coming from the water, it's coming from the sea. Yes, the story of the suffering of you and of me. It's the memory that's living, yeah, in the bottom of the waves. The memory of the millions in their watery, lonely graves. And then the slave ship is a rocking on the water deep and dark, carrying its cargo like a curse and the wicked heart. The slave ship is a rocking, and the chains are cold as ice. A journey to a strange land for a sacrificial price. Yeah, they stole us from our garden, from our green and pleasant land. Yes, yeah, the holy sons and daughters of the great I am that I am. Yes, they packed us in the belly of a hungry wooden beast, and they didn't treat us better than the lowest of the least. We cried out to our mothers, and we cried out to our king, for the wickedness and evil and the unforgivable sin. And many souls departed on that journey across the blue. A lesson for the future, for the likes of me and you. Their bodies are in the ocean, but their spirits flying free. A witness to the cruelty for all eternity. So we have to keep remembering, yeah, we never can forget the interest on a debt, my friend. Oh, the interest on a debt. And the slave
ship is a rocking, underwater deep and dark, carrying its cargo like a cursed and a wicked ark. The slave ship is a rocking, and the chains are cold as ice. A journey to a strange land for a sacrificial price. Yeah. Cause if you don't know where you're coming from, you never know your way. At the closing of the day, at the closing of the day. So we have to tell the children of the struggle and the pain, yes, again and again, my brother, yes, again and again, yes, yeah. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Oh yeah, 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 yes. Left ship rocking, the ancestors are talking on the water. Yeah, never forget, never forget, never forget.
The road of life is narrow, and the path is not so wide, with 1,000 wicked voices trying to pull your soul aside. They'll offer you a shortcut, they'll offer you a prize, reflected in the emptiness of their deceiving eyes. But the race is not a sprint, my friend. The race is long and slow, and you have to watch the kind of seeds that you are gonna sow. So you got to walk the chalk line with a steady, steady beat, and watch out for the wicked traps, they lay right at your feet. Yes, you got to walk the chalk line from the morning till the night, and keep your spirit clean and keep your burden ever so light. Yeah. You see the politician man in his fancy shining car. He thinks that he's a big shot, he thinks that he's a star, but he sold his soul for vanity, he sold it for a price, and he's walking on the thinnest and the most corrupted ice. He's forgotten where he comes from and the people that he knew, just for the wicked praises of the Babylonian crew. Yeah. You see the gunman in the gully with his pistol and his blade, from the wicked evil bargain that his foolish soul has made. He thinks that he has power, he thinks that he has might, but he's just another shadow in the darkness of the night. He's a puppet for a master who is pulling on his strings, and he doesn't know the sorrow that his evil action brings. So you got to walk the chalk line with a steady, steady beat, and watch out for the wicked traps, they lay right at your feet. Yes, you got to walk the chalk line from the morning till the night, and keep your spirit clean and keep your burden ever so light. Cause it's a slippery slope, my brother, on the road of wickedness. It's a life of emptiness, it is a life of emptiness. So just walk that line of righteousness with your head held to the sky, and let the foolish people pass you by. Just let them pass you by. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Walk the chalk
gracious sake. For goodness gracious sake. I'm tired of the city with its hurry and its greed. Just planting a wicked and the most corrupted evil seed. They wanna take my music and to water down my soul, but that is one thing that they never ever can control. So I'm going back to my father's land, where the river runs so free. The only place in this whole world for the likes of you and me. Going back to my father's land, to work the righteous soil, away from all the trouble and the spiritual turmoil. They offered me a contract and a pocket full of gold, but the story of my people is not for to be bought or sold. They want a pretty pop song for their radio station to play, to wash the people's conscience away, away, away. But I can hear a different drum, a different holy sound, calling me on back to my own consecrated ground. I'm gonna build my house there with my own two loving hands, the finest little castle in all of these here promised lands. I plant my yam and callaloo and my ackee on the tree, and live a life of freedom and a life of dignity. I don't need no fancy company, I don't need no phony friend, just the blessing of the Almighty till my journey has to end. So I'm going back to my father's land, where the river runs so free. The only place in this whole world for the likes of you and me. Going back to my father's land, to work the righteous soil, away from all the trouble and the spiritual turmoil. Let them have their concrete jungle, and let them have their wicked race. I have found my place, I have found my saving grace. Cause the root of all creation is in the simple things you see. A lesson for the humble man, a lesson for the free. Going back to my father